Hey folks, it's dinner time. So I saw Scruffy from the window. So looks like he's ready for dinner. So I have the real chicken and tuna pate again. And he's inching closer. So I'm gonna open the door. Hey Scruffy, how you doing? He's walking away. Don't. Oh. Hey Scruffy. Like meow. So don't quite understand his behavior. Comes to the door, walks away, and meows. So I'm gonna pick up the food and start bringing it out, okay? So I'm gonna open the door. So now taking the plate, so I'm gonna walk through the door and try to put it on the table. Okay. There's a hiss. There's a meow. Grab water. See it fleas. What's he doing? Closing the door. So what you doing, Scruffy? What's that? He's just asking what you're doing. So, you may have fleas, I don't know. So I'm going to... Wow, you're hissy today. He's grooming himself there. I'm going to talk more about the flea pills, but I didn't put it in the food tonight. So I'm going to hold off for a little bit longer. So I'm changing the water right now. Okay. So I'm standing up so I can sit in the chair. I was hoping he'd do a little better. But yeah, he's kind of hissy. Yeah, he walked away, so he's a little skittish too. So I don't know, I think you're aggressing. What was that? Okay, that's a meow, so I like that. So I'm gonna pet you. Yeah, so he has a grooming artifact, so I think he might have fleas. I'll see more when I brush him. But yeah, keep shifting. So the weather was basically perfect today. So it's kind of a freak warming phase that we're in. Oh, hey, what happened? Okay. So he swiped at me, but he didn't make contact. So, but I'm not sure what triggered him. Because, yeah, he was going in for that face rub again, and I was just kind of obliging, and then yeah, he hissed and swiped. So I guess I'll have to give him partial credit for not actually making contact. And it was one of the slower swipes he's done. I'm not sure if I got that on film or not, but a lot of times when he swipes it's so fast I can't get it on film. And I don't even see it coming. That one I actually saw. So as I was saying, yeah, the weather was basically perfect. We've been in a warming trend, so even though it's basically the start of winter, and we've been having very winter-like weather even before winter started, yeah, it heated up and made it into the mid-70s today. So it really felt like a spring day. Sun came out. Not that many clouds in the sky. No major wind or anything. So yeah, it was basically perfect weather. So I saw Scruffy, I think, around lunchtime under the round table, sleeping. And then I didn't see him again, I think, for the rest of the day. But I took advantage of the weather and I went out on a bike ride. So I had a rest day yesterday, kind of. So I thought I'd be strong for a good ride today. Though I was not feeling it for the first, say, 40 minutes. Felt kind of like a slog. I was really going into that face dive. I thought he was, gonna hiss or something, and then he just keeps switching sides with his head. So yeah, he likes his cheek rubs. Yeah, so again, he just did that weird dive. Yeah, so I like that. So anyway, yeah, the first 40 minutes I was like kind of feeling it. It wasn't terrible, but I kind of expected a lot more for myself since I had a rest day. And then, since it was such a nice day that I pushed on, and then I actually started feeling like better. I got like a second wind, and then I ended up actually extending my route an extra 30 minutes or so. So, kind of worked out. But anyway, yeah, back to the flea pill. So the reason I didn't want to give him the flea pill today was basically I was thinking the weather is so good today, so much like spring, that I'm actually thinking the fleas might be hatching now since the weather's turned good. So I probably should hold off a couple days for the spring-like weather to pass and kind of let the fleas maximize and hatch, and then once they're all out, then give them the flea pill. So kind of maximize its effectiveness, and hopefully then the weather is going to turn back to winter, I think, in a few days, and so we'll hopefully have minimal flea activity after that. So already on the 5 or 7 day forecast, rain just appeared on the schedule. So temperature is going to drop probably 10-20 degrees again, and it looks like we're going to get rain. So kind of nice having this spring break. Breaks it up. I like getting cold weather every now and then in summer, and hot weather every now and then in winter, and mix it up. Okay, well, you're doing really good, Scruffy, despite the hisses on that one swipe. So how about we get you your food, okay? Ready for some food? Let me get the glove back on. Has a tendency to fall off my hand. Okay, we pull off the side kibble, off the plate, grab the food. Ready for some food? Meow? No? Okay. So I gotta grab the brush. Okay. So I'm gonna brush you now. So yeah, there's that artifact there. It's not too tangled though. So I think we're gonna get 1 or 2 more days of spring-like weather, and then it's gonna start looking like winter again. So tomorrow I think it's supposed to be very similar to as today, and then I think it's gonna start cooling down the day after, but it'll still be pretty nice, but there's wind in the forecast. So I'm actually thinking I might do another bike ride tomorrow and then do a run the day after, because I hate biking in the wind. And then after that, I think, yeah, the temperature continues to drop and it starts looking more and more like winter again. So I'm thinking that might be the time to try the flea pill. See if the flea activity increases the next couple days. And then once they're all hatched and out, get rid of them. So I think I'm ready to flip the brush over. This is actually not that tangled. So, so I didn't see any cats out this afternoon in front. And I didn't see Scruffy after he left the table this midday. So I'm wondering, because of the weather, if they all took cover. So yeah, the sun's a little too powerful today. Gonna stay out of the sun. So yeah, I actually had to put on sunscreen. Well, I didn't have to, but precautionary. I don't want to get burned. But yeah, the sun was out and nice. I said, well, yeah, I better put on some sunscreen since I'm going to be riding out on my bike. Should have put on bug spray too, but I didn't. I don't think I got bit or anything, but this would have been a day I would expect the bugs to come out. But they might have to hatch first. So actually in a few weeks maybe. So at the park I go to, where all the trails are for hiking and biking, Also, horseback riding. Yeah, a lot of people were trying to get out, but I think because of the lockdowns, the park is restricting the number of people who can park in their cars. So that there's tons of parking spaces in the park itself, but they were restricting like the number of cars they were letting in. So there's a big line to drive into the park, which really didn't make any sense. But yeah, the park itself, there were people there, but I mean, it wasn't really that. It wasn't like population dense or anything. It's a really big park. So I mean, yeah, I had to watch out for more people since I'm on a bike, but it wasn't that busy. Because I remember, yeah, before the lockdowns, on a summer day or something like this, the park would be really busy. But even when it's really busy, it's like it's not wall-to-wall people or anything. So I think, yeah, they're overcompensating. They could have let all the cars in, and you would not have really noticed any difference today. Yeah, the park's really big. It actually has multiple parking lots, and so the lots that only the lots that get filled are just generally ones like right next to the most popular picnic areas. But you don't have to park there. You can park anywhere. You just walk to the picnic area or whatever. They got picnic areas all over the place. There's just certain areas people like more than others. So I'm gonna brush this one part where he's been grooming. But yeah, I think I'm done brushing him. So he's right next to my foot. So he keeps turning and stuff, and sometimes he gets really close to my foot. Or my leg. So I have the two balls in there today again. So I'm trying to make sure he doesn't throw up again. So I think I'm going to continue this 2-ball thing for the foreseeable future. So yeah, it's taking longer to feed him now. Plus I'm petting him. But, well, I don't think I've changed really how long I've been petting him, but I think I went a little long today. I noticed last night's video, I think it almost hit a half hour, so part of that was just him grooming himself after dinner, but also it was him taking longer to eat. So I'm trying to re-grip the phone. My arm's getting a little tired, so don't want to drop it on him. That'll probably traumatize him permanently. Not that I actually think it wouldn't hurt him or anything. It's just, I'd probably lose a ton of trust. So there's a closer park where I go running. That way, because it's basically kind of in my neighborhood, so I passed by it on my bike route. And yeah, a lot of people were out today there too. So they were setting up impromptu volleyball nets, taking advantage of the weather. So if I move, it's probably one of the things I'm gonna miss. Is, yes, we get some really nice weather. Um, a lot of days of the year, and, or maybe better to the point, we don't get like really bad weather. So this summer, yeah, I did find it was too hot. I don't think it was atypical summer or anything, except for all the fires that we had. But because of the heat and all the fires, yeah, I couldn't go out because the air quality was dangerous. So that I won't miss. So there are a lot of other places I think I can go that don't have that problem. We have pretty low humidity in this area. That's one thing I think I like, but unfortunately, I think a lot of the places I'm looking at can have to deal with humidity, and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think in the winter will be okay, but because yeah, here I've been feeling all too cold this winter, and then yeah, if you've been following me, yeah, you know my furnace went out. It's been 2 months now. 2 months ago. Yeah, I got it fixed, but yeah, went out 2 months ago. It was yeah hitting our peak winter coldness. So my understanding is if you get humidity in the winter, it actually makes it feel warmer. So I've been feeling really cold recently. So even with the furnace, yeah, because the electricity here is expensive. So we, so I keep the thermostat down pretty low. So I have a friend from Finland, and yeah, he's commenting to me. So he lives in this area now, where we get this pretty good weather. But he's commenting he doesn't like the winters here because they're too cold. And this is a guy from Finland, and we don't get snow here. And, they get a lot of snow and cold, really cold weather. But he said the reason that the winters here are colder than there is because here the homes are not insulated and nobody turns on the heat because the electricity is too expensive. So, back in Finland, the homes are nice and toasty warm in the winter. So, you walk around in light clothes or whatever. Here, we're bundling up because nobody wants to pay the electricity bill or the gas bill because it's too expensive. So I got my thermal underwear and I got my sweaters and got layers of pants on in the house because I don't want to turn on the heat. It's not too much. I know somebody else who kept their thermostat very low because they were actually not at home most of the day, so they'd basically be gone all day, and then they come home at night, and then they turn on the thermostat, and so they're trying to save energy by basically just turning off the heater in the day, and they started getting mold. And I think they had to get the mold taken care of, and then the person who was helping them said, "Yeah, you got to keep your thermostat like at least 60 something in the house because your home's dropping the 40s or 50s or something, and it's basically the moisture is collecting, and it's the low temperature is basically creating mildew and moldy conditions in your house." So yeah, you're gonna have to keep the heat on at least at a minimal level. So I'm home most of the day, so I have to keep the heat on. I can't stand it getting below into the 50s. Basically, that's too cold for me, even with all the coats and pants and layers that I wear in the house. I can tolerate about 60. That's about as low as I can go. But even that's kind of uncomfortable. So I've been trying to keep it around, maybe like 62 or something like that, which is still cold, but I can kind of tolerate that. And my energy bills are still ridiculous. It really sucks. So another reason I'm thinking about moving, but it's not the primary reason. But the primary reason is the fact that I can't work. So it's if the government won't let me work here, I can't stay here. Simple as that. So yeah, I think he has fleas. So he's scratching more than I've seen him in a while. It's gonna come back. Put out my hand. Start petting. Probably stay away now. So yeah, he's avoiding my hand. Can I pet you? Nope. He ran away. Yeah, you're not very nice, Scruffy. So I think he's having out. Let's see it. Yep. He's heading out. So he's leaving the premises. Doesn't want to be pet again, so I'm not going to give him the side kibble. But I think, yeah, we're pretty much establishing a routine now where I don't give him the side kibble. I'm going to have to figure out how to advance with him. So I want him to be more friendly in general, not just when I feed him. But that's a task for another day. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you again next time.